So folks, trying to answer some more questions here from subscribers. One comes from Jeff James, who's a pretty good pal on YouTube. Thanks for being a subscriber, Jeff. Really appreciate you, brother. He says, hey, Tony, me and my brother-in-law are going to camp up in the mountains for a couple of days in October. I thought about going to Linville Gorge and camping somewhere. Thought about going to see the falls. Just wondering if you have any suggestions. I've never been up that way. Just wanted to make an awesome trip. I've seen some of your videos from the area. It looks amazing. Thanks, Jeff. Let me load your wagon here, buddy. If you're looking to camp, you got to take water up there now, but you could go up to the Table Rock parking lot. Now, this is going to go up Highway, I think, 181. Yeah. And you're going to, just Google how to get up there, right? I like to go in through Ginger Cake Mountain Road, Ginger Cake Acres, or Ginger Cake Mountain. And there's some of my videos are out there. Maybe I'll send you a link to them as well. But you have to take your water because there's no water up there. And I would camp not toward Table Rock, but there's some awesome camping places back toward the Chimneys. You go to the parking lot up there, and Table Rock is just looming up here, absolutely gorgeous. But go the other direction toward the Chimneys. And if you want to go to me, it's just the primo place to go. It's one of the most unbelievable, great places to go in the Appalachian Mountains. The Chimneys itself is better than Table Rock, but you want to climb Table Rock because it's one of those iconic places. And the view's fantastic from up there, too. Really good view of the gorge and Little Table Rock and Hawksbill Mountain, Grandfather Mountain, and all back that way. But don't miss the Chimneys. It's the best place to go. And if you head just maybe 300, maybe 200 yards from the Table Rock parking lot back toward the Chimneys is some of the best little camping spots. They're nice and flat, tree-covered areas, rocks and stuff all piled up there already where people camp and have put their campfires. Great place to go camping, so highly recommend that. If you want to go see the best waterfall, in my opinion, you can go to Linville Falls, which is very nice, but not nearly as nice as Crabtree Falls. And Crabtree Falls is if you get back on the Parkway, the Blue Ridge Parkway, and you head south toward Asheville. You'll go by the place where I grew up called Little Switzerland, and Crabtree Falls is up there. Now, Crabtree Falls used to have an awesome old campground, and there still are campsites there. If you want to camp there, I think you can still camp there. It's just they used to be overseen or looked over and everything. But I will say this, probably the best place to camp if you're going to do that, if you're going to go up and see Crabtree Falls, which is about 35, 40 miles from where the Linville Gorge is, then go on past that. Continue going south toward Mount Mitchell. Now, if you've not been to the top of Mount Mitchell, go to the top of Mount Mitchell and see. You might as well. Highest place in the eastern continental United States, 6,684 feet. Awesome place to go visit. Incredible views. A lot of times it's shrouded in clouds. Just kind of have to hit and miss getting there. The weather can be pretty bad. In October, it might be 30 degrees up there. You can't tell, but it's really something to experience. But there is a campground. I'm trying to remember what the name of the road is. I'll have to just write it in. I can't remember it right quick. Let me do a quick Google search and see if I can find it. Hang on one second. Okay, so Jeff, you asked me about where this hiking place is. First of all, I'm not sure which direction you're coming from, but if you're coming along I-40, this will give you can see different directions here, 321. If you're coming along 19 from Spruce Pine, there's different routes, but most people from where I live, which is down over here where the star is, we go to Morganton, and we get on, off on like the exit 64 or something here, and then we get on Highway 181, and there it is, 181 right here. Goes up, north. Here is Table Rock. But now there's a road that goes in from here, but it's very squiggly and bad. Most of us go all the way up here to along in here is a place called Ginger Cake Road. So I'm going to try to zoom in here and see if I can find it. There it is, Ginger Cake Road. And we take Ginger Cake Road and go here until it turns into Table Rock Road. Now, once again, squiggly kind of road right there. You see it? And you can go on down through here, and eventually you're going to come to Table Rock. Here we go. So this is a really awesome drive. It's very cool. You got a lot of switchbacks and stuff, but you end up right here. And I'm going to show you these campsites I'm talking about on Google Earth. So we're going to zoom in. Here is the Table Rock parking lot, and it's actually quite nice. You can see you can get a lot of cars there. Good place to park. And there is a little restroom here, I think, about where that little red dot is. This is Table Rock right here. That you can't really see it well from this image, but it is you can see the shadow of it, how huge it is. It is a big, high rock, about 4,000 feet or so. But this, if you leave from that parking lot and go down through here, all this area right in here is great camping right in here. So that is nice and flat and hospitable kind of camping right here. And it follows to the Chimneys Trail. This is, to me, one of the most outstanding things to do. You can see all the ruggedness along in here. This is just incredibly good hiking, rock climbing if you want to climb around on some rocks and stuff. You can see how deep the gorge is here. It falls off 1,000 feet right in there. Spectacular views back toward Table Rock and spectacular views of the gorge. Now, if you're of Brown Mountain Lights fame, those of you who've seen movies like Alien Abduction and stuff, a lot of times people say the Brown Mountain Lights are seen here, which is the Linville Gorge. A lot of people go over here, along and over in here somewhere, right along in here, I guess, right in here, is where the Wiseman's View is. And so this is a really neat road to ride around on over here to see the other side. It's beautiful. There's good camping over in here too, lots of little pull off the road kind of campsites. So yeah, this to me would be one of the better places. Now I mentioned, I'm going to go back to the map view here for a second. I mentioned Crabtree Falls, where that is. Let's go back down here to I-40. We'll go a ways over this way. And we're going to come over toward, oh, this is over here, Asheville already. Yeah, here's 221. We're going to go up through here, and we're going to go up to where I'm from, up in the mountains. There's the Blue Ridge Parkway. So yeah, this is actually 226 is how you get to where I grew up. So here's the Parkway, and so if you ride the Blue Ridge Parkway, you're going to come out to roughly along in here's where Crabtree Road, Crabtree Falls is going to be down in here somewhere. Show us, folks. And there you go. So you ride the Blue Ridge Parkway up here, and you actually take off this road right here. This is actually a big sign that says Crabtree Falls. You hike down into the little gorge, and it should be kind of deep down in this hole here. One of the prettiest waterfalls you're ever going to see. And I guess these people have put that dot about the right place. You just can't see it here for all the trees, but it's a very deep little walk, hike down in there. This falls is about 90 feet high. If you count to the very top, maybe 120. Right here, I think from here about down, it's about 90 feet, and it's really worth climbing down. This Rock of Ages kind of thing here, been there forever. This tree that grows out of this rock, it's just amazing. And so in the fall, in October, fantastic, highly recommended. And now I was going to show you back to the map here, really another good place to camp. Okay, so from Crabtree Falls, which is along in here, you can continue on south on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And actually the Victor Fields here, Victor Road, there used to be some good camping out here. I'm not going to tell you to do that now, though. I'm not sure anymore. But a lot, you can continue on, and this is Highway 80. And along in here, along this Steel Fork Creek, there is a place close to Mount Mitchell Golf Club here. I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. It was called, if I can find it, yeah, Carolina Hemlocks Recreation Area. So this is where people, they do bring tents and campers and some RVs and stuff. But this is all really good camping in here. It's very rugged and pretty. And then if you want to get back out and see Mount Mitchell, you could drive Highway 80 back out to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Here's the Blue Ridge Parkway. And you're going to come out through here, and eventually you're going to get to Mount Mitchell State Park, which is right there. And this is, if you've not been up there, it's very much worth going up to the top of Mount Mitchell and seeing it in the state park. We'll turn this back on. You can see the granddaddy of all mountains. So here's the parking lot for that, and it's an easy hike right up to the very summit, 6,684 feet. So this is where I grew up. It's kind of the most rugged mountains in the Appalachians. My dad's house is back over here somewhere. Here's Spruce Pine. So Daddy's land is Jiminy Cricket. I'm lost. I'm totally lost here, folks. I lived right in, I think this is Deer Lick Gap right here. Yep. This is where I was raised, folks. This is the Deer Lick Gap overlook. Mom and Dad's land is all down in here. And so I grew up in a very wild kind of place. You see there's some civilization out here. Mom and Dad kind of lived back away from it. And then where my playground was this right here, folks, which you can see is pretty sparse. This was where I used to just go off and have adventures. And so it backs up to a whole lot of nothing, doesn't it? Lake Tahoma is the watershed for McDowell County. Folks, Jeff, I hope that helps you. That would give you a really great weekend if you went to the gorge. You camped one night there at the Chimneys area there, climbed Table Rock. If you can stand to, if you're not too, if you can handle doing the Chimneys, Table Rock, Go back on the way out from Table Rock about maybe 4 or 5 miles north of Table Rock. On the same Table Rock Road is Hawksbill Mountain. Climb Hawksbill Mountain and you'll get probably the most awesome view of all of it. It is fantastic view right down the gorge, and Hawksbill is it's one of those places that it's the best kept secret probably. The Chimneys to me is the most fascinating place to go. Table Rock because it's pretty cool and it's awesome to see you be on top of it. But then Hawksbill for the very best photo if you like to shoot photos right down the gorge with Table Rock and the Chimneys and all the gorge there. Awesome view of the gorge. That's my best recommendation for camping up in the Appalachian Highlands where I'm from anyway. There are other numerous great places to go hiking up there. So don't get other people started. I know the other people from other parts of Appalachia are going to say, Tony, there's better places to go. No, I think these are fantastic places. You're going to love it. You'll thank me later. Peace to you, brother. Have a great time. Call me if you get up around here. Let us maybe say hi with you, eat a meal or something, hang out a little bit. Take it easy, Jeff, and stay safe on your journeys.